Ooh, Xbox One X. Without doubt, in agreement, the world's most powerful console currently. Let me start off by saying what a fantastic piece of hardware. They've really nailed it. You could not even build a gaming PC for that price with that spec. So, you know, first off, yeah, fantastic. Well done, Microsoft. You've got a 4K Blu-ray player in there. You've got your controller in there. You've got a 4K machine. That is a lot of stuff. To get the equivalent in a PC, let me get this out of the way straight away, you're going to need to spend at least £800. Okay. Joe Blogs, common gamer, does not care about frame rate. Okay, so if the game's 30 frames a second, 60 frames a second, doesn't matter to them. As long as the game plays nicely, they couldn't care less. Okay, so I know all you PC gamers out there are going to cry that, oh yeah, but PC will do a higher frame rate than 30. Yes, that's true. Bottom line is though, as a package, as a box, and it is a very small box, as you can see by the picture there, that is good value for money. That is $449.99, and that is good value. The only thing that I'm going to say is, who is going to buy it? I really want Microsoft to do well here. They've not done too well over the last few years. To be blunt, they've had an absolute hammering off Sony. And in a way, they sort of deserved it. Back in the day when it was Xbox 360. I was always a passionate Xbox gamer. Xbox was the first brand. It was always the brand I went to. The only thing is, in my eyes, that brand got diluted. There's some changes at the top of Xbox and their directors and marketing and stuff, and it just didn't work. When the Xbox One launched, we all know what a disaster it was. They put Kinect in the box and oh my god, nobody wanted Kinect, you know. Well, a few wanted it, but not many, let's face it. Anyway, it was an expensive extra and they forced everybody to buy it. They learned their lesson, they removed it, and they even redesigned the console into what I believe should have been the launch console, the Xbox One S. Quite a lot of kit for your money, £250 thereabouts. You probably get it for about $220, you know, on the sales with a game or two. You get a 4K Blu-ray player with that, you know, you get a nice media centre, to be honest with you. You could play your Netflix through it at 4K. The games that are coming out now, yeah, they look fine, no problem at all. However, Microsoft, not one to stand still, pushing forward. They see the 4K TV market. At the moment, it only equates to about 10% of the general public. Not many people have got a 4K TV. And even the ones that have got a 4K TV, believe it or not, you may not have a full HDR 4K TV. Now what I mean by that is there's different versions of HDR, okay? And normally any of the higher brand ones will display the entire spectrum of colours correctly. Be warned. You need a HDR10 basically. That's the correct format for it to work properly with these consoles. Now these consoles, supposedly the Xbox One X was aimed at the, if you like, the performance user, somebody who wants more from their games. Now that's where I think there's a bit of a problem. In that, $449.99, the average consumer, you know, it's a lot of money, let's be blunt. £450 for a luxury item, a games console, is a lot of money. Yeah? Okay. Especially when you can get the console that plays exactly the same games for less than half that price. Yeah? So you could get £220 or whatever Xbox One S. It'll do all your media stuff exactly the same. So, you know, play 4K films and stuff, stream them the same and everything. Dolby Atmos, Xbox One S has got that as well as Xbox One X, no problem there. So you're paying the premium price for the games. Now I know why Microsoft did this. When they launched their original Xbox One, it didn't sell well, and the reason mainly was down to the games. Everybody could see, looking at the games, the PlayStation 4 absolutely hammered it. To be blunt, if you put a PlayStation 4 game next to an Xbox One game, launch game such as Assassin's Creed Unity for example, you could tell the difference all day long. You know, even sitting sort of a few meters away from your telly, that game ran better and looked better on the PlayStation. The PlayStation was more powerful, about 40% more powerful in total, and Microsoft knew this. It hurt them a lot. Okay, so a lot of their Xbox 360 users emigrated over to PlayStation and started playing PlayStation an awful lot. Now in the background, what Microsoft had been doing over all that time was improving their live service, improving their streaming service, bit of a niche thing, but you know, there's quite a few people do stream, and improving their sort of games outlay. In other words, games for gold. They're giving away premium titles with it. PlayStation give away indie titles galore, and occasionally, you get a half decent AAA game, but it is rare. Most of them are indie. So Xbox had established a really good sort of position to be in as far as support's concerned. It's just the hardware was letting them down, and that was showing in the games. So the Xbox One S, nice upgrade, a little bit faster CPU than the original one as well, so it kept games smoother than the original one. Like I say, should have been the launch console, really. Should have been the launch console, yeah. But now we've got this beast, as they keep calling it. And where's it aimed at? That's the fundamental question. Is it aimed at the very serious gamer or the pro gamer? Yeah. I don't know, because most of those people would probably, in all honesty, go and buy a PC, or they've already got a PC, they've got a high-end PC. Admittedly, it costs a lot more, but it doesn't matter, it's their passion, so they will pump their money into it, they'll buy a PC. So anybody with a PC can already play all the Xbox games, okay? They're not just on the console, they're all on PC. So, your Forzas and stuff like that, you can play them on PC. So I don't think it's aimed at that market, it's certainly not going to pull PC players away. Is it aimed at the casuals, the people that just want to play COD and FIFA and stuff? Nah, no chance. It's far too expensive at that price. Your Xbox One S will do that, and it will do a really nice job of it. So it's not aimed at them. That leaves me with sort of one other idea. Is it aimed at people that migrated across to PlayStation because they knew it was a better looking bit of kit? And maybe even the people that bought the PS4 Pro. Because the PS4 Pro support has been a bit iffy, hasn't it? Some games support it quite well, some games don't really bother at all, and if you've got a 1080p TV, it doesn't do anything at all for you currently. Now they may update it so that it does improve 1080p stuff more, but the Xbox One X does. If you've got a normal 1080p TV, your images will look crisper and sharper. Okay, it's called downsampling, it's a technical term. It will look better, so you don't need a 4K telly. You can have a good quality 1080p telly and notice the difference with this console. So if it is aimed at the PS4 Pro and the PS4 crowd that have emigrated over, what are you going to get? So let's have a look at the old Forza 6 compared to the new Forza 7. Now Forza 6 here running on Xbox One S, Forza 7 running on Xbox One X, actually on the console, not on PC stuff that's like Xbox One X. Now what you're going to notice is, yes, the track looks very similar. Look at the sandbank in the distance there, the runoff area. On the left hand side it's completely smooth, no textures. On the right hand side there you got standing water, you got textures, you got mounds, you got lumps. It's detail, a lot more detail in it. Looks great. The car details as well, you'll notice the jaggedness on the left hand side of the roof, the top of the spoiler. Compare that to the right hand side. Now let's take a look at the PC version of Forza Apex. Now this is running at 4K, completely maxed out ultra settings. It's an older game, so it hasn't got the dynamic weather effects and stuff, but it gives you an idea. They were setting the basics there for Xbox One X. All the detail is there. The car hasn't got janky lines all over it. Very nice looking game. Not as good as Xbox One X Forza 7. Be interested to see Forza 7 running on a high-end PC. However, very pleased with how it looks on Xbox One X. That is your premium gaming right there. Now whether you think it's worth £450 is up to you. Maybe. Sea of Thieves, a whole new approach to everything. I wouldn't particularly say this is going to showcase the power of the Xbox One X. It's got cartoony style graphics and they are great, they are quirky. It looks a hell of a lot of fun, let's face it. It's sort of fun as in Sunset Overdrive type fun. It's a world for you to explore, pillage, fight other pirates, and generally have a laugh with your teammates. Sort of feel that Xbox are going a long way now with their multiplayer centric games. Now that's good if you have got a big bunch of mates and you do want to play multiplayer all the time. Not so good if you're the type of player that likes a storyline. Not saying that all these multiplayer games haven't got a storyline, but if you want the single player story, sadly Xbox isn't really the place to be, because let's face it, a lot of your multi-platform games nowadays are also multiplayer. However, Xbox seem to be relying on the third parties to play their games, and what they're doing is saying, okay, we've got the hardware, we've got the best box available, now that's the best place to play these third party games. So you want to go and play your COD, you want to go and play your Assassin's Creed, you play it on Xbox because that's the best version you're going to get for a console, without doubt. Now they've got Sony there because that's going to be true. It is going to outperform the PlayStation 4 Pro. It is a more powerful console. There is no getting away from that. Negative downside to that is Sony do have the marketing for pretty much every major franchise going this Christmas. You know, they've got COD, they've got FIFA, they've got Star Wars, they've got Destiny. You know, and there's always rubbish about exclusive content and stuff. I hate that. You know, you shouldn't miss out just because you don't own the correct manufacturer of console. The console is a device to do a job. It's a tool. But what I'm saying is, if you're an Xbox gamer now, you've got to come to terms with the fact you're going to have less exclusives. You're going to have less story-driven single-player games. It's going to be a nice place to play all your third-party games, with a sprinkling of well-known franchises from Microsoft as well, such as your Gears of War and your Halos and your Forzas, etc. The odd new one like this, Sea of Thieves, like I say, great load of fun this game. Graphically impressive, just not realistic impressive. Take it as you will. Okay, here's the one everybody's talking about, Anthem. What can I say about Anthem? Not too much, sadly. There's a lot of NDAs and stuff. I will say this, for anybody who's comparing it with Destiny, not so much. Don't think raids. I think more along the lines of this is more like Xenoblade X, yeah, on the Wii U or Switch. But instead of raids, think incursions like on the Division, yeah. Now this is a bit strange that this was showcased by Microsoft. This particular game is not an exclusive. It will be available on PC and PlayStation 4. It's built to release in 2018. No, it's going to be March 2019 at the moment. They are expecting a delay, so you've been warned. So it's quite a long way off. Now this video was supposedly, it flagged as in-engine, yeah. Now don't get confused, that does not mean this is live gameplay. It most certainly is not. It's scripted in-engine, okay. So the timing of things cracking off is sort of convenient, I'll put it that way. I'm not saying it's not going to be a good game. It looks an absolute belter of a game. Really looking forward to playing it, but it is a very, very long way off. So for now, I'll probably concentrate on your Destiny 2 or your Sea of Thieves or whatever. But yeah, definitely looking forward to this. It does show what the Xbox One X can do. However, looking at the trees and stuff, it might be reminiscent of something you've seen before. Maybe this. Yep, Battlefront 1. That's where the graphics come from, sort of. It's basically the engine that runs the games. It uses what's called the Frostbite engine. Now, BioWare being part of EA, you know, the big massive corporate there, they sort of share technologies and everything, and the engine that runs the games, this Frostbite one, is incredibly flexible, very good. I mean, if you look at the vegetation and plants and everything, you do see a similar sort of run there compared to Anthem. Anthem is a later game, so obviously they've had more tech there, they've had more time to refine it and design it, and of course they've got the Xbox One X, so the power's there as well to get the game looking at its best. What you're seeing here is actually footage for PC on the Ultra, sort of as near as I could get it to Xbox One X version. Battlefront 2, probably a bit better representation of it. You know, like I say, tech moves on, but yeah, Anthem, same engine, same sort of tech. So yeah, that's going to look really nice on whatever you play it on, whether it be Xbox One X, Xbox One S, PlayStation 4 or Pro. Take your pick, it's going to look nice. Well, there you go. In a nutshell, that's pretty much what I think of it. I like the kit. I don't like the price, but then again, it is cheap for what it is. I don't know quite who it's aimed at. Certainly the Xbox enthusiast will buy one. Nice bit of kit. Will it work? Will it pay off? Will they sell tons and tons of them? They don't really have a first party lineup worth mentioning, do they? Story games? No. I hope it does. I really do. I like the Xbox One S. I like the Xbox One X. Good bit of kit. We'll see how it goes, eh? If you've got any feedback, any comments, if you agree or disagree on anything in this video, please drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Goodbye for now.